Hello,
Hello.
friends. Dean and I are
How's
not in the
everybody
same place
doing?
tonight. We're not in the same place, and obviously we're trying to talk over each other. It's working out really well. So yeah, we are here hanging out, and we're going to do some really awesome stuff with just hanging out and knitting, or crocheting, or spinning, or weaving, or whatever craftiness you feel like hanging out with us for a little while. So, excuse me while I log into something else really fast.
I will
Um,
be crafting some name badges for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks. So, for our 189 class seats that we currently have, and teachers and vendors. Hi, Jess, on Instagram. So, that will be my craft for the night.
we're very excited about that.
Dig up those Avery files from last year.
We use the online version, and so it able to do a lot of different things that way. I am also attending a jeans mending course online. So if I'm over here, I may mute here in a few minutes, but I will be popping in and out, so you guys will still be able to hear me. But yeah, I am working on my multi-state wrap. I finished section 1 and 2, and so I'm getting ready to add color 2 in for section 3. So I'm making progress because I finished my cowl. Look, I finished my cowl. That's upside down.
That was like,
Yeah, it's all done, blocked, turned in. Like, I got all my stuff done, and I'm really excited about that. So pretty excited about that. Anita is working on some really fun tie-dyed socks, and the socks
cool.
are, the yarn is Pack-A-Peds from, I know it's, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the company now. But anyway, she bought it a couple of years ago, or last year at Eureka from our friends. I want to say it was from Phoenix Fiber Mill, because I'm pretty sure that they had that yarn there. So it is dyed in Colorado or out west somewhere, and so it's really cool to have that. But it's a 80/20 merino alpaca and nylon blend, which is really fun. So they do
Jess
look
on
really tight.
Instagram says that she's putting on charms for Yellow Rose Fiber Adventure bracelets that she's going to sell out of at the
Ooh.
Bandera Fiber Fest.
Yeah, you are. And then aren't you going to, and then are you going to have any left over for the gathering at the mill? I'd love to see that. Hi, Tiffany, over there on YouTube. Congrats on your win. So.
And you are getting, so you got a so pretty comment on your cowl. And then they also cannot wait to see us in Eureka.
Yes. We have.
Oh, that's Amber. Okay, sorry. I was like, I don't know who that is, but it's Amber.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Apparently, it's a really small group over here on this one too, and so I'm kind of like trying to listen to what's going on too. So I don't want to like interrupt you guys either, but.
And then Jess says she's going to make more for the gathering at the mill.
Oh, good. Yeah, I hope we get to have some dates really soon on that, so that we can add that to our calendar for next year, because that looks really fun for next year. So,
I think
could
that
make
was
it
what we
work
were
this
planning
year.
on doing at the beginning of April, assuming we didn't. Because this year we have a couple of things, but they're like yarn store and like movable things, not like specific dates.
Right.
Last night I told Katie this morning I started working on a travel calendar so that we could have all of our where we will be laying our head that night for the day, and then what like, like if we've already booked it, is this an Airbnb? Is it staying with friends or family? Is it a hotel? Are we camping? So trying to lay all that out at least for the next 2 or 3 months on a day by day basis. One, because it's just we need to be able to glance at the calendar and see where we're laying our head that night. And two, for cost reasons. So we need to make sure we are staying on a good average number for how much it costs us to stay places, since that's a big part of our budget, just like it is when you own a house or an apartment or something. It's still a big part. It's just cut up into many pieces.
It is, most definitely. We are doing a lot with the truck this week. So, since we have talked to you guys last, let's see, the 29th was on what? Friday? Thursday? Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
On Friday, we picked up Evie in Ohio. Or no, Thursday, we picked up Evie. You guys saw that and hung out with us on Thursday night. And then on Friday, we drove back to Fayetteville, and we from St. Louis, and we very quickly loaded. Okay, good. So what did we do after that? Oh yeah, we loaded about 80% of our 85% of our inventory in, and we did so that we could go to Tulsa the next day. So on Saturday we got up and we went to Tulsa, and what else did we do? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was like
going on over here, and then there's like a text message.
Not sure like what you wanted me to do there. Like, do you want me to take over because you keep talking? So I feel like you're still going. Wasn't sure.
Man.
Yeah. So Thursday we picked up Evie. Friday we drove Friday we drove from St. Louis. So we went to St. Louis on Thursday. Friday we drove from St. Louis to Fayetteville. Very early, got up again. We got up early a lot last week. Once we got to Fayetteville, we loaded a bunch of stuff into Evie. And then once we got all that done, we kind of called it like 9:30, 10 o'clock on Friday night, because we were going to get up and leave very early to go to Tulsa on Saturday. And we did that. We had a great time. We only had about 90, maybe 85, 90% of our product on the truck, which worked out just fine. I mean, we had plenty of stuff, but we left a few things that just we didn't have a place for yet. There is just as much room on Evie as there is on Ellie. We just haven't figured out how to Tetris everything in there exactly the way we want it yet. It's a lot closer now. But on Friday, we could have stayed up until, all hours of the night, but we called it and went to Tulsa, came back. Actually, we drove to Tulsa on Saturday morning, hung out at Get Stitching for their 10th anniversary with a bunch of other small businesses, Indie Dyers, Yarn Dragon.
There's a new one, the
Mm-hmm.
scissor tail yarn.
Scissor tail fiber.
Yarn.
Scissor tail fiber. Yeah, scissor tail yarn. Yarn. And they had lots of people there, and the weather was perfect.
Yes.
So it was a really, really nice day. We had a lot of great sales. Everybody was excited to see the new truck. We were excited to set up the new truck for the first time at like an event, and so that was a lot of fun. But we drove back to Fayetteville on Saturday night, hung out. We didn't do a whole lot on Sunday. We still worked on the truck to get just piecing things in, and then really on Sunday we started trying to fit some of our personal stuff in, because that's there's fitting all the things we want to sell onto Evie as a retail shop, but we also want to fit everything that we need to live from day to day inside of Evie. So we get worked on that on Sunday and Monday, and then we came back over here yesterday. No, that was Monday. That was 2 days ago. I don't know. They all run together. We've been really busy.
That's
I started
great.
my last week of work yesterday, so yep, 2 days down on the last week. Hi, Tabitha.
A
Working on a
dinosaur Lego
dinosaur
sounds
Lego.
fun. Doesn't
Nice.
that sound fun?
Um, and yeah, I actually drove, or I didn't drive. Katie drove the yarn truck over here, Ellie, the yarn truck, and left it and took the Cobalt, the tiny car, back to Fayetteville. So I have it over here. That's what I was been right up until the time Katie made this video. I was out getting everything out of Ellie. I got all of our stuff out. We left a few things inside for the new upcoming owners of Ellie, and I got all of our. There was just, I don't know, over the
They
last.
are so excited, by the way, guys. We have
Yes,
been chatting with them back and forth multiple times. I can't reveal who it is yet, but they are pumped.
they're excited. It was, yeah, there was a lot of stuff that's accumulated inside of um, Ellie over the last 3 years.
For real, right?
There was like everywhere I turned, there was like, oh, there's a little piece of paper that fell behind here, and there's a little like, oh, a little thing over here, and so yeah, it was. I worked for like a couple of hours getting all those little things out today.
Yeah.
Tiffany asked if I was, if you were working me too hard.
Um,
No, Tiffany, she's not working me too hard. I'm actually, this is pretty light day, really. So,
yeah, I have been super busy doing my stuff. I've been trying to load all of the like personal stuff onto the new truck. So
yeah,
today I've been working on like clothes and like at least I didn't get a lot loaded on, but what I did do is like go through the final sort for like the clothes that I'm gonna leave here at my sister's house and the clothes that I'm gonna take with us. And so I have it down to like 2 boxes, two of the blue
space
boxes.
planning.
So two of those boxes there, and Dean will have room for two as well, and then some space
Hmm.
in front of that. So we have that, and then we have still have like two more shelves of space to work with. So yeah.
Tiffany asked if, quote, they will be in Northwest Arkansas, and
Yes, they will be, but they will not be residing here.
not they do not reside in Northwest Arkansas.
Yes,
So,
but they will be at Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks. So
yes, they will be attending there to take the truck away.
yes,
She says the poor man doesn't know what day it is on Instagram.
I don't know either, so it's not even any better. So
We have lived on such a regimented schedule of Tuesday through Monday weeks for 6 years, 6+ years now, that like now it's just like, wait, what? Like what? I have no idea what day of the week it is. Yeah, we've just been really busy lately.
I
I'm
don't know what day of the week it is. I think it's Wednesday. I need to get my nails done because I keep popping my nails off, and so it's
yeah.
time. And Tabitha probably need to get yours done too because Tabitha and I got them done at the same time. So
Oh, I lost your feed there, Katie. I can't hear you. Your mic ran out of battery. Oh, Tabitha says she's only lost one nail.
okay. Well, I did have to have like my cuticles are really terrible, so they like the one that came off first was really early, and it was the one that like they had to put the stuff on to make my cuticles stop bleeding. So
And she had a few days of high stress while we were waiting to get Evie.
I am trying so hard not to bite my nails. It is so difficult, and I have two that don't have anything on them, and that's causing like even more stress. And so,
Like the nail place and or not the nail place, the what was I gonna say? Something about, oh yeah, the night before we picked up Evie, like Katie was like very worried about not liking things and wondering how it was gonna turn out. And so yeah, she was quite stressed that day.
I mean,
But
I
you
just
know,
see
it
the fear, you know?
like
It's not
instantly was
good.
better once we saw her
It
because
really does. But now there's, like, other fears that have been cropping up, so it's a
Tiffany
lot.
says shining nail in Rogers is the best.
Shining nail. Okay, I will
I don't know that one.
check them out and see what we can come up with because I wasn't sure where to go over here. I used to have a place that we went to, like, I went to all the time, and now it's I don't know if they're even there anymore, so that's where I'm at. I have no idea if this is the right pattern, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. Yes, okay.
You say you have no idea if it's the right pattern?
Oh, I do, I didn't it's a new section, and so I was like, it's a little different, but it's only different on, like, 1 row out of the 16 or 64 rows it's in the section,
Yeah,
so yeah.
yeah.
Every 16th row, it's different.
Jess says she chews gum just to stop chewing on her nails.
I tried to do that, and then, I got more cavities, and so I said I need to stop doing that because my nails were worth the sacrifice.
Well, and you like forget and like chew it forever until your jaw hurts.
I do. I chew my gum until it's just like a little rock. So, yeah, I'm yeah, neurodivergent for the win somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Not too far off, but just a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit.
I missed earlier. I was looking in the
Oh,
comments
yeah?
something about Ruth Johnson said the Cross Lake area, 20th through the 23rd of March. I don't know.
Is that when we're going to Yeah, that's when we're gonna be, in
I mean, we're going. Yeah,
yeah,
that
Collierville.
encompasses the Collierville and the um, you know,
Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee. That one. Yep.
It's like, I don't know where we're going. No, I do know where we're going. We're going to Middle Tennessee and Dixon, and so we'll be there the 22nd and 23rd.
Yeah,
No,
22nd,
21st and 22nd.
23rd. And now, oh, is it?
21st and 22nd. Yes.
No,
And then
it's
the
22nd
23rd
and
is Dixon.
23rd. That's Friday, Saturday. The
Oh,
21st is the day that we're going to be in Collierville.
Collierville. I don't
So,
know where Cross
Katie,
Lake is.
last year, Katie actually, and Brenda stopped through. We had somebody ask us if they wouldn't mind stopping through Collierville, Tennessee on the way to Dixon for Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival because they couldn't get out. And Katie obliged, and it wasn't very far out of the way. And they actually went out and invited a few more people kind of via direct messaging and had a good time. So she invited us back again this year. And so
Yeah,
we're going
so
to stop through there on
if
the
you're in the
21st.
Collierville area, we'll be there from like noon till 5. So yeah, we'll
Collierville,
be
Tennessee. It's like a far suburb of Memphis. Um, Kay's card says good evening.
Hi, Kays.
And then, yeah, so we'll be there on the 21st. I think we settled on noon to 5. I think
Yeah.
I think she's talking about maybe saying a little bit later so that, because last year, I guess y'all had people showing up like while you were trying to set up. So,
To be fair, we were running behind and
yeah.
everything else, but
So she might say like 12:30 to 5. I think she's advertised. It's
yeah,
her name's Anita.
Anita.
Will be
Yeah.
advertising it to her groups. Did you see that email? She said that she found
Yeah.
some other new knit groups around there.
Yeah. I'm excited. There's not a yarn store in Memphis anymore. The last one closed. So,
I thought
yeah.
somebody said there was a new one that had opened up
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
a few months ago
Maybe.
at some event.
The one that I know of definitely closed. So,
Yeah, no, I remember that. Just thought that I had heard something about. Let's see.
I was sending a message with the place that we're having dinner next Thursday. We're gonna be hosting the vendor welcome dinner, and it's just like we invite people who are going to be in town on Thursday for Eureka, in town, like to vend, to come and hang out with us and have dinner. And so I was texting with the guy who's going to be hosting, like housing us. So looks like we're good. We just may be at the other location.
Where is that?
The
Oh,
Sugar and
just
Crumb
down.
Cafe.
Yeah. Okay.
Sugars and Crumb Cafe, but they're still going to cook for us there. So
Yeah, that's
I
not
am
very far.
super.
I don't think I've ever been in there.
Yeah, so it's really new. They just opened like January, February, like the beginning of February. So
Yeah, that's exciting. They make good food. I mean, I guess it's going to be like their menu from the
mhm.
hillside or the
Yeah, he said
Eureka
he would cook
Eats and
the
Treats.
menu from there. So but then on Friday we're gonna have Three Bird, which I'm always excited about. And
Yeah,
I'm
the
really hoping
catering.
that I get to have breakfast. Did you see Three Bird posted their March menu?
I did. I briefly looked. I did not look at the whole
And
thing.
it
I
looks
saw
so
some of
good.
it, but
So you guys are in the Eureka area, March only. Check out Three Bird Cafe. It's 8 to noon or 8 to 2, Wednesday through Saturday, and they
yeah,
have a fantastic lunch menu and breakfast menu. So highly
and
recommend going there.
yeah. So if you're in town for the festival, just at least one of the days plan on having breakfast or brunch at Three Bird Cafe because it is really good.
Mm-hmm.
They do the catering is amazing. We're really excited about that. So
Yes, and I
um,
went by the community center on Tuesday. I had knit group there in the morning with Knitwits, which they meet the first and third Tuesday of every month at the community center in Eureka. Yes, the apricot goat cheese walnut bites
yeah,
are seriously the best, and they didn't have those before Eureka last year. Like that was on our menu, and they've added them permanently to their menu. So yeah, and I think she routinely kind of looks at that. So I think that's definitely a neat thing that they do. And then we have new menu items this year, don't we? I think
yeah.
I
I
had a
showed it at
couple of new ones.
one of the days of 29 minutes for 29 days. I went through the menu
Oh yeah, I
and
do remember that now.
scroll down through, but man, it's all good. It's like it's heavy hors d'oeuvres, so it's like it's not a full like dinner plate where everybody gets the same dinner plate, but in
Mm-hmm.
some ways it's better because you get pretty much the same amount of food, but you get to kind of pick all the little individual. There's
Yes.
about
Oh,
a dozen or maybe 10 different small dishes um that you can pick from, and yeah, there'll be plenty of food. So
okay. So we talked about Evie. We
yes,
talked about what was the other
Ellie.
thing I said we were going to talk about? Ellie. We've talked about the event next week. So what we need to talk about now is our make along, our spring make along.
Yes, the
So
t-shirt.
the tanks, it's teas and tanks is what we're gonna do. And I made a Ravelry bundle, which I'm gonna give you the link for, and I'm gonna put it up here so you guys can see it. So hang on just a second. I know I can do this. I know how to
Do
do
you
it.
name? I can. If you is it on
Nope,
Ravelry? If you just tell
I
me
got it.
where, I can.
I
Okay.
got it. I pulled it up earlier
Okay. Cool.
so that I could do this. All right. So I made a bundle of just ideas of like what you might like to do. So let me adjust that screen just a touch. And oh, I even made the screen cool for us. Check it out. Isn't that fun?
I did see that earlier. Yeah.
Um, I put some ideas in here that if you wanted to try some of the different uh some
Do you want to
different
give them
patterns
the
that
link?
kind of needed some ideas. And then yeah, I'm getting the link. Um I think whoops, there we
I
go.
don't know where that went. I saw it pop up briefly.
There it is. Okay. Oh yeah, that rainbow yoke is super cool. So that one is called Bright Axis, and my friend Amanda is actually going to be doing that one with us. So she's very excited about that. And here, I'll pull it up for you. There you go. And this one is you use self-striping yarn. Oh, hang on.
Katie's getting a call, so
I got a phone call.
she'll
I
step
can't
off.
mute myself. Can you mute me?
Yeah, I can try. Look, I muted her from here. I've not done that yet. That was a fun button. Yeah, she's excited about doing this, and I think the way she's going to do it is you basically can pick what you like to make in this. It's not going to be like a mystery knit along or a one specific knit along with one thing. You pick your favorite tea or tank and you make it along with us. I don't know how many weeks she's planning on doing it. We haven't talked about that since we have been apart the last couple of days, but she will have you doing whichever one you like, and you can go to that link or you can pick your own. If you find something that's not in the, that's just ideas. So,
oh yeah. So I'm back.
And how many weeks is this, Katie?
I'm back. Is it back on?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. It is. I think what we're gonna do is basically run it through the end of May, so like March 20th until the last Wednesday in May. Maybe the first one in the next way. I can't remember the words. The words are so hard today, guys. The
What
words are
words?
really, really tough today. Whenever the first Wednesday in June.
The first Wednesday is like the 5th, I think.
Yeah. Let's end it on May 31st. And we'll just do a thing of no Tabitha of 2024 because you can do it too. I know you can, Tabitha saying.
May 31st is a Friday.
Yes. So we can do that. We'll be at Hoosier Hills that day. So we would definitely love to see your creations. And I mean, I welcome any of the like whips or whatever. Where did we say it was going to be found? Did it not post? Did the bundles not post to both?
No, it did. She's just talking about like what do you we need some more guidance.
Sorry.
About like
I'm gonna focus really hard right now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start on the 20th, and then you can start posting and tagging and whatever you would like to do. You do not have to buy yarn from us. We would love it if you did, but that's obviously not a requirement. You can we enjoy seeing what you're making, and just as long as you use that hashtag, that'll help enter you into, we'll do another drawing like we did this time, the one that Tiffany won, and so we have a nice little goodie bundle for her, and it will be across all 3 platforms, so YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and you just tag us and use the little hashtag that I'm going to create in the next week, because that was not on my list of things to create today. I got like a graphic at the beginning of this video. I got the bundle thing done. I got like everything else done. I did not get a hashtag made.
That's okay.
I'm sure I can figure one out right
said,
now.
well, I think it's probably before you started talking about it, but she said, "What's the tag?" So,
it's probably gonna be like adventure teas or something like that. I'm gonna figure out something fun. We'll do something where it will be it'll be definitely yarn adventure.
Yeah.
Yes. So the bundle is kind of nice because it does give you some ideas about like what we're looking for. But honestly, just make something that makes you happy, and it just needs to be something that goes on your torso. Okay. If you want to make a full-fledged, mohair sweater, cool. If you want to make a strappy crocheted tank top that's barely there, I don't care. That's fine with me too. Just basically, we're going to. I would love to see what we'd like to do is FOs is what I would really love to see. So if you could finish something before the 20th or before May 31st, that is what I would love to
Absolutely,
definitely.
you can crochet it,
Yes,
darling.
make whatever you want. Like, you want to machine
You
knit it?
can
Cool. You want to crochet it? Awesome. You want to weave it and sew it? Cool. I love that idea too. You want to
you
just
can
sew
make a
something?
wearable macrame if you
Yeah.
want to.
You can do some wearable macrame. I mean, like, I feel like so our craft is like, we're makers and that's what we do. And so whatever our fiber love is, I think it's worth trying to incorporate. So whatever works best for you in that
And
manner.
this is gonna start like
We're going to start looking for
it's
hashtags for FOs and in progress um, March 20th. So we'll do a kickoff here in the evening on March 20th, and then online, like here in the live in our
yeah.
Wednesday night makes, and then we will be just
But
having a
you
good
can get
time.
a jump start on it now if you
Yes,
really are like
yes, I will totally be like, whips are totally accepted. If you got a sweater on the needles and you just want to hold off on finishing it until the 20th, then I totally understand and you bring it on. Because this is about you guys being excited about spring and like something that you're going to enjoy wearing and making. And that's what we're going to talk about. I do want to talk next week a little more about on Wednesday about measuring. So, Wednesday night, I will talk about measuring bust and hips or whatever for whatever top you choose, and I'll pick a couple of different ones to
the
talk about
14th.
that way. Sure. No,
It,
13th. Next week
13th,
is the
whatever.
13th.
But that's the day you're talking about doing your
Yeah,
measurements. Okay.
the 13th. I'll chat about measurements during this time. So,
Cool.
Darlene and Tabitha, we were not stretching this into 2025. I do not have the time, the attention span for that. I can barely make it through 30 minutes here. Okay. 2025 is so far off. I did want to make sure I included. I have a couple of teas on the truck that I wanted to make sure were included, and so definitely I will try to take pictures of those this week. I put them in the inspiration closet earlier today, so those are there. If you see us next week, you can definitely check those out there. And we'll have yarn that is appropriate for whatever weight you want. The bundle that I made on Ravelry does have it has bulky, worsted, DK, sport, and fingering weight projects. So I think I picked crochet projects for each of those. It was a little difficult to find crochet patterns in shirts, in tees, and tanks. Honestly, I wasn't super happy with what I was finding. So um, if you
But if
have one,
you
like shoot it to me and I'll add it in there because I will definitely be happy to do that.
and if you have questions, about what kind of yarn you want to use or what kind of pattern you want to use or anything, you just message us and Katie will
Mm-hmm.
look at it and
Yes.
yeah.
And you can always share anything you're making with us. We would love to see it. We love sharing things. I usually share it in like our stories on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. It's just tag us at Yarn Adventure Truck, and that will let us know that you are, thinking about us and that you're joining in our adventures. So definitely use that tag at Yarn Adventure Truck, and that's us on all the platforms. I'm gonna sneeze.
And if you do make something with yarn from the Yarn Adventure Truck, tag us, but also tag the person who made the yarn. So
They would all love that. Like this is cesium. This is cesium yarn. It's a
because
really terrible picture.
that's a big part of what we do is promote other makers and dyers. So that's the goal is to
Yes.
tag us both. That way people know not only that you got it at Yarn Adventure Truck, that you got it from somebody that was on the Yarn Adventure Truck.
And usually what I try to, if I know what it is, if I can figure out what what you purchased, then I can usually tag them as well. So we usually try to make that happen for them. So yeah, I think I'm having fun. This is a great little get together. I'm glad you guys. What is everyone working on tonight anyway? Do we have like, what are you guys up to? Besides, Tabitha, of course, is working on the Lego
The
dinosaur,
Lego.
which
Yeah, we're
I'm,
gonna need a picture of this Lego dinosaur too.
yeah, to make sure that happens for us. So, and Anita is working on the socks. They're looking super good. We'd love to see some pictures. So, her shawl, by the way, she brought her shawl to Knitwits that she was struggling with this
Yeah.
past month, and it was lovely. I think she did an excellent job on it. And we talked about blocking, and she got a few ideas about how to do that. That would work best for that shawl. And so self-striping yarn for the win there, because it has a lot of big impact without like a ton of ends to weave in. And then what else? I wove in a bunch of ends on this. This is Fangirl Fibers. This is Main Street Confectionery, which is the and I have enough left over. I only used about 100 and, what do we say, 120 yards? No, 200 and 220 or
260. 260.
260. I used 260 yards to do this. The kit came with like 1,000 yards. Like, I have so much yarn. So yeah, because it came with a full skein and then it came with 6 half skeins.
What was the
So
full skein color?
it's the white.
Ah.
And then it's 3 shades of pink and then 3 shades of teal. And it will be available at Eureka. So Emily from Fangirl Fibers is coming, and that will be available there. So if you're looking for that. And then she's also going to have the doodle decks, and she's going to have the doodle patterns, and she's going to have the kits to go with the doodles. So, and then in addition to all the other cool things that she has. So, including, what do we get from her? We get
Needle minders.
We get needle minders from her. So she like does the artwork and then does the magnets on the back, and you can put them on your embroidery or whatever. So this is the class that I'm doing, all about using doing mending for jeans from Erin Eggenberg. So I'm pretty excited about watching this later and getting some good tips, because right now I'm like, I know what I'm doing, but I just have like this little bit of like, I could figure out more. I could be better.
And it's the same person who did your other class, right?
Yes, it's the same person who did the intro to darning class that I did. The darning class where we went to like
but this is a different class. Like, it's not a, okay.
Yeah, that class was on Tuesday nights.
But I mean, like, you didn't pay for like a bundle of like, where you do like darning and like.
She does have an intro to darning class. I think it's starting next week. Or intro to mending, just in all kinds of mending. And so I think it's 4 weeks long, but it covers darning and jean mending and like some sewing techniques and some other things. So if you're interested in that, it's Rimbird Arts is the website. Erin Eggenberg, and she uses it's just on Zoom, but she does a really great job, and you have access to the class for like a year afterwards. So it's pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up because I'm getting, my attention span is really rough tonight. There's a lot going on in here. The cat's over here too, and she's like giving herself a bath. And Gary came to say hi. He's the large white Great Pyrenees, and so yeah. Okay, so recapping, we picked up Evie this week. We've gotten Ellie ready to go to her new Yarny family. Dean is continuing to take the wrap off of her, and we'll have more pictures and things very soon about that as well. And we'll be able to talk about who is coming to get her soon. And then we also talked about Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks happening next week. We will be having Wednesday night yarn adventures live on Wednesday the 13th. I will be talking about sweater fitting or tanks and tees fitting, basically, and we're going to talk a little bit about measuring our bust, our full bust, and our high bust, and then our yoke depth, what our arm size, so that way your tee will fit better. And then we're going to talk about that next week. On the 20th, so 2 weeks from tonight, we are going to do our little launch party for our spring make along, which is going to be called Tanks and Tees. Tees and Tanks. Tees and Tanks spring make along. That's what I wrote in the thing. There is a Ravelry bundle. It is posted in the comments on all of the places, and we'll post it again on the Instagram in the description so you can get to that Ravelry bundle. What am I forgetting?
I think that's it.
Was that everything? Mm-hmm. Okay. We are really excited that you guys came to join us tonight, and we appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really enjoy hanging out with you. So, yeah. All right. We're going to leave, I think. I think I covered everything.
I think so.
I'm going to get the hashtag figured out. Bye.